Hello everyone and welcome to another Dune 2002 vs 2 video. We're gonna be having Seb as the yellow Atreides, who's gonna be teaming up with Mapappa, the orange Harkonnen, and they are going to take on Legolas as the blue Atreides, who's gonna be allied with Keeper, the red Harkonnen. So classic 8-minute no rush match, top versus bottom. We got some double scouting here from Seb and Mapappa. I keep forgetting their names. So they're gonna be gobbling up here in the middle, gonna cut the map in half, while the top team, they're also looking forward to doing some double scouting. And these two groups of units might just meet up here. And this might happen even sooner than I was expecting. Let's see if they are going to push or not. Probably not, or maybe this strike will go down so Mapappa can say goodbye to his trike. Keeper and Legolas, they are not looking forward to this engagement, but Mapappa trying to be aggressive there, but he's gonna lose the quad. So this is gonna be the engagement. Let's see who's going to win. By the looks of it, Keeper and Legolas will definitely take this. Yep, and it's pretty big stack here, stack of units. So Keeper still has the missile tank and the siege tank, so pretty good engagement for Keeper here. Legolas left with just 2 medium tanks, but the bottom team lost most of their scouting units. I think it's just Seb having 1 trike. Yep, there it is. That's the only scouting force for the bottom team, which is not good for them because they will not have a lot of map vision in time. They'll have to commit some units from the factory to scout the map. So let's check their build orders. We can see Keeper here going for the 3 refinery, 1 factory, and just the first wind trap under concrete. The other ones are not under concrete. In the meantime, Legolas, 3 refineries, 1 heavy factory, and he's using the concrete for the wind traps. Mapappa, no concrete, but he has 4 refineries and 1 heavy. This is interesting. Keeper's going for the repair pad, so he will be pumping out an MCV from that factory real soon. Legolas counting up Seb's base. Seb going for 3 refinery, 2 heavy factory. And a 4th refinery should come down really soon. Keeper, let's see, he will be probably pump out the MCV. Yep, there it is. There's the 2nd factory for Keeper. He's looking forward to slab probably around 2 refineries to the top part and harvest this big spice field. He will not want to commit all his harvesters to the southern spice field. You can see Mapappa is going for an MCV as well, so similar to what Keeper is doing. And Seb, he will expand with his harvesting operations to the west. Let's see what's Legolas doing. 4 refineries and 2 heavy factories. No repair pad, so the next building will be a heavy factory. So yeah, Keeper building 2 refineries up here, and there's Seb's trike. He will scout Keeper's base, and Keeper getting his 3rd heavy factory down. So right now, economically, Keeper is gonna have the biggest echo boom out of them all because he has 5 refineries. He is the only Mapappa has 5 refineries as well. Seb, I think he could be, maybe he could be slabbing another refinery. I'm not exactly sure. These are pretty new build orders back when I was playing in 2015, because I think that's the last time I played. These build orders were not really around here. He slapped down the outpost, so he will be going for the starport probably. Back then, most people were using the standard build order, which was 2 refinery, 2 heavy factory, then another 2 refineries, and then the 3rd heavy factory. That was the base build, or everyone was using that. But things have changed from what I can see. Now Seb and Mapappa will be moving out. Seb's gonna change his mind. He's gonna try probably to take the mill, while Mapappa, pretty aggressive push, is moving to the top right position. Legolas moving with a small group of units. Keeper not moving out yet, but Keeper attacked up early. He's already pumping out Devastators, and there's some sort of engagement somewhere. I can hear a trike firing. And I guess it was Seb's strike accidentally hitting Legolas Harvesters. Legolas gonna look up to expand probably around here and maybe to the middle, we will see, but the middle is under Seb's control, so the bottom team has the middle. And Keeper will take some, it will take some time for Keeper to reach this position with the Devastators. Yep, Legolas moving one MCV to the south, and this other one will be going to the top right, but this strike, maybe you can use it to, you know, block the MCV and not allow it to deploy. If Seb is paying attention, probably he's not, because he's focused around here. Oh no, this is actually his teammate, so yeah. Pretty aggressive push from the bottom team. Seb's moving into Keeper's territory here. Legolas will be looking to maybe push to the middle, maybe try to harass this group, but Mapappa was paying attention and he's regrouping. Keeper in the meantime will be slowly advancing towards the middle left position, but we might see a double here, although it is not a really a good position. Yeah, Mapappa has to come from the back, he needs to rotate, and he's doing it. So this is actually, this can be very bad for Legolas if these two players can coordinate with each other, but Keeper realizes and he will move to help. Yeah, and Legolas might lose that, but no, Seb decides to fall back, and Mapappa, what is he doing? He seems like he's trying to, I don't know what he was trying to do. He should have doubled up Legolas with Seb, I guess that would have been the best idea. And now Keeper is gonna come and reinforce and help Legolas here. Legolas not moving any of his units, just sitting there. And we're gonna see a big engagement here between Seb and Keeper. Seb needs to take out those troopers, a lot of troopers there. He needs to use the siege tank, maybe force fire or something, but he will lose the siege tank. And this is bad, only just one siege tank left and he's gonna die. So those troopers will be a problem. In the meantime, Mapappa is pushing Legolas's force there, but Seb gonna be forced to retreat. He is stacking up, he is bringing Sonics to the equation, but this might be a sneak attack. Seb is trying to go to the west, but he will be engaged. Yeah, Keeper did notice it, so Seb expanding to the middle. We can see Mapappa here with his light vehicles. I don't know what he was trying to do, maybe try to pass through this choke point, but there was no way he could do that. So Keeper pushing by himself, two players here. There will be a lot of troopers for Mapappa, and those Devastators will be goodbye. He needs to take out the siege tank, otherwise he can lose all this, but Keeper is not paying attention and he will lose most of his force there. However, he's focused down here. We're gonna be contesting this bottom part of the map with Seb. Legolas bringing even more forces here to the middle position. He will try to take out Mapappa, but Keeper, he will attack and will kill all these units here. So Keeper in a pretty good position to actually storm this middle expansion, but Seb is rotating and will bring reinforcements to the defense of the middle. So the bottom team still has the middle, but Legolas not a bad engagement. However, he will probably lose this. Probably lose that fight. Keeper going to attack once again the middle position of Seb, but Seb is able to hold down. Those troopers will have a bad day because of those two Sonic tanks. Consistent casualties there for Keeper, but he still has a high unit count. and he keeps reinforcing. There's the Harkonnen Palace. I really love to see the Death Hand on the field. Keeper gonna attack once again this position. We'll see. He's just trying to, you know, small skirmishes, getting 1, 2, 3 units here and there, but it adds up, and in time the casualty count grows. Now Legolas gonna push with just troopers, and it's not gonna go out very well for him. These siege tanks should kill everything around there, and now Keeper once again, he's doing a lot of casualties there to Seb. He has a good positioning with the missile tanks, troopers and siege tanks, so he can fight from afar and do damage, which is exactly what's happening right now. So Seb will be looking to reinforce this with some Sonics. This was the best decision because Keeper's unit composition does not have a lot of Devastators so far, so Sonics will actually be extremely useful in this predicament. And you can see here Legolas is still defending this proxy factory here, so he's able to keep that, and that's a pretty big advantage because he can easily bring vehicles and infantry there. Legolas, he's trying to, I don't know what he was trying to combine with Keeper here, but he lost a bunch of units. Don't exactly know the reason why he's bringing all this stuff here, but well, there's an airstrike. I saw it, but I don't know where. Oh, there it is, Seb launching an airstrike. There's a Death Hand as well. Hard to tell where that's gonna land. But we have an engagement here. Seb doing actually pretty good damage here to Keeper. Somebody lost the building, but I guess it was here. He lost the wind trap. He's forced to retreat, but he did some damage there, so not really a bad engagement. But now Keeper's gonna mass his two groups. Buildings exploding somewhere. I think I missed a sneak attack, or maybe not. It was Mapappa taking up the barracks of Legolas, the proxy barracks. So Mapappa pushing with a bunch of Devastators. That Devastator did not have enough time to blow, and these troopers will die due to the siege tank. Keeper's gonna double up. He's gonna surround Seb here on the mill, and this doesn't look great for Seb. He's completely clustered up here, but we'll get some help from Mapappa, who's reinforcing this position, and he should rotate these Devastators and join this defense here on the middle, because right now this is a complete siege for Seb. He's completely clustered up, and Keeper coming with 2 MCVs is gonna aggressively take, actually 4 MCVs. He's going to aggressively take this middle position here. So yeah, a pretty bad position for Seb. Not a lot of stuff to do, but all these units are just sitting ducks here while being taken, while being killed from afar by Keeper's army. So an amazing push here by Keeper, who will do tons of damage and will take the expansion. Most likely he's already slabbing down the construction yard, built a refinery and then sold it. Mapappa tried to help there, but all his units are gone. And now we can see Seb. This is a small group of units, but Legolas is paying attention and will get rid of this. So the tides have changed suddenly. Now the top team has control of the mill. Legolas pushing down into Seb's territory as well. In the meantime, Mapappa getting rid of that proxy expansion for Legolas, but it's not really that important because Seb's gonna lose his bottom expansion as well. So yes, not really a great position for Seb. He needs to get more help from his ally, who's now bringing his harvesters. But he's there. The bottom team is really down on unit count. Now Seb is forced to take care of this position as well. Pretty good placement for the top team on the map. They are putting pressure from two sides. and the fact that Keeper has the middle with so many units is a very powerful move here. I'm trying to figure out what that back message means. I was looking for a sneak attack, but doesn't seem to be the case. Or at least I did not see it. There's an airstrike from Seb. He will take out the factory, or maybe not. No, because there are too many missile tanks in this sector. So Keeper is gonna completely consolidate this position. Legolas probably looking to deploy his MCV there as well. And there's a nuke somewhere. There's a nuke. Let's watch it. Completely missed. And now Mapappa's gonna be pushing with his harvesters, although I don't know why he just pushed with only his harvesters. It wasn't really the best of ideas. And now his harvesters will be sandwiched between Keeper and Legolas. But Seb's gonna reinforce this position. He's gonna deal some damage with from afar. Gonna try at least, because it doesn't have a lot of missile tanks. This is not looking great for the bottom team. Legolas taking out the power from Mapappa, and this is the problem when we're building without concrete in terms of wind traps. They are dying really easily, and you can easily find yourself in very big power issues, which can be deadly. Keeper is going to push, and this might just be it actually, because this is a very solid attack. Mapappa will move and try to join the defense here, but I honestly don't think this will be enough for the bottom team. Legolas should be joining this attack, because this could be it, and he is joining. Mapappa's gonna bring even more harvesters and try to use them as decoy and soak up the damage from enemy units. And it is working to some extent. Here's Legolas airstrike targeting the starport actually. Not really the best of ideas, because the starport has pretty good armor. And since Seb was on the defense, he was paying attention to his base, so he could easily repair it. Now Mapappa is attempting some sort of sneak attack. He will try to get this proxy expansion here again, but yeah, that's the attack. He will retreat now, but he did get the heavy factory, which is good. And we're watching this engagement here. Keeper putting more pressure on Seb's base. So far they're looking for ranged attacks. Those Sonics maybe should be moved a bit to the back, but Keeper is falling back. Indeed, Keeper is falling back, but he's now going to come back. Probably gonna try to use the harvester. No, he's rethinking it. He has 2 palaces for whatever reason. Not exactly sure why, because having multiple palaces does not speed up the death hand production. So Legolas and Mapappa still fighting there. An airstrike on Keeper's expansion factory, and oh, that's a nice airstrike. He got both the light factory and the heavy factory. Those Sonics are doing decent amount of damage, but they will be overrun. However, Keeper lost his core devastator force there and will retreat. So the bottom team, pretty good defense actually. Now, oh, he denied that delivery for Seb. A nice death hand. So that was wasted money for Seb, who's running on 9k, so not a lot of cash. Not doing great economically, but we can understand since he's been under tons of pressure here. Seb's actually looking forward to turn this around and push the mill expansion. Keeper doesn't have a lot of units actually, so this might work, but Legolas will help. Yep, Legolas rotating to the middle, and now they are probably going to push together, but Legolas mostly bringing light vehicles who are going to get slaughtered by those troopers and sonic tanks. But yes, Keeper gonna use the harvesters and will probably take this group of units out. Seb not having a lot of units to come back, but Mapappa, this is a pretty good force here. He just needs to control them properly. Those harvesters will be a problem. Keeper doing a great job with the harvester harassment. An airstrike from Legolas. And he might get them both. He got the starport and will get the factory as well. Also damaged the wind trap. It was a good airstrike. And if I were Seb, I'd probably be building big concrete at this point, because late game concrete is actually not a bad idea. It protects your buildings from super weapons and sneak attacks. So Keeper once again gonna bring his harvesters, gonna try to use them as a decoy for the Sonics, but Sonics are paying attention, and the Devastators from Mapappa will wipe them out. This is gonna be a big engagement here, a very important engagement. In the meantime, I did not see this, but Keeper is doing sneak attacks on Seb's only expansion, which is the one to the bottom left. So for now it seems Keeper and Legolas will hold the mill. These Devastators not really paying attention, Mapappa, and he will lose them. Seb managed to get rid of his attackers on the expansion and has secured it to some extent. Keeper might be getting ready as a sneak attack or something. But here we have Mapappa. He's pushing aggressively into Legolas's territory. He might be looking to take out this expansion, and that could be damaging for Legolas actually. He will be getting a lot of harvesters. Yes, he will do some damage. There's an airstrike. This factory is gone. So good airstrike for Seb. He keeps denying Keeper to reinforce middle easily. And there's an attack here. Light vehicles mostly and infantry. And Keeper will win this because Seb's units were focused on the harvesters. A lot of light vehicles around being deployed, and Seb's taking all the shit from the top team. All the super weapons are on Seb. Not really the best thing in the world for you to live. It's a big engagement here. Mapappa will be pushing Legolas's main base, while Keeper is actually busy down here with both Seb and Mapappa's light vehicles. But this can actually be very painful for Legolas, who doesn't have many units here to defend this with, and those harvesters can play a very important role here. But Keeper, he is pushing. However, the attack will not completely succeed as Seb has enough units to defend, and there goes Mapappa. He's going for the main base of Legolas. Gonna take out the harvesters. Now Legolas responding. He will lose the units though, because he's getting right in the middle of trooper fire. That sonic tank is also gonna die. And what is Mapappa doing? He should be just breaking everything around here. He needs to hurry up because Seb is under pressure here, and if he breaks the main base of Legolas, this will relieve some of the pressure that the bottom team is getting. Keeper is gonna bring a lot of light vehicles in the mix, and he will put more pressure on the bottom left side. Seb's expansions are gone. He's running on 6k, so that's not great for him. The refinery is going down in the main of Legolas. So Seb's still holding here. He has some help from his ally, but Keeper starting to rotate and put pressure on the left flank. In the meantime, Mapappa mostly harvesters, but he has 5 devastators in Legolas's base. Should be going for the starport. Nope, not going for the starport. And there's an airstrike once again on Seb. And that will not do anything. Now Mapappa's also pushing Legolas's expansion. This is very good actually. If he's able to get some of these refineries, he will really slow down Legolas's economy. However, he has a lot of cash, so might not be that painful. But this is the main problem that the bottom team has. This group of units from Keeper, who's completely keeping Seb under control. Seb's not able to expand and get more spice, and we can clearly see he's running out of money here in the bottom left corner where the statistics are being displayed. This group of units is preventing Seb's harvesting on the left, and the main army of Keeper is preventing it in the middle. An airstrike there trying to do a little bit more damage to the main attacking force of Keeper. Mapappa is gonna bring a lot of trikes to the mix and kill off all these missile tanks. Not a bad move. He will get rid of all those. In the meantime, okay, so Seb's gonna lose to MCVs for whatever reason. There's a nuke coming down. Those Sonics will do some damage to those troopers. No, he's moving them back. Legolas trying to chase them, but will die because of the Devastator. So yeah, Legolas survived. Not a lot of damage has been done to his main base actually. So the top team is still looking pretty strong. Seb's doing a great job surviving here, but he's completely out of cash, which is going to be a big problem. And the even bigger problem is that there's no real way to recover from this because he cannot harvest. He simply cannot harvest anywhere because he's being under constant pressure from Keeper, and Seb quits. That was it, I guess. The top team wins. A lot of pressure has been put on the bottom team, and spice harvesting has been denied for Seb, which ultimately meant defeat basically, because no money means you cannot produce units, you cannot defend or attack, or you cannot do anything pretty much. So Mapappa's trying to heroically resist here, but he will go down really quickly. Still, Legolas still with his proxy factories here. Gonna save up some time. Now Mapappa will be slaughtered by Keeper and Legolas. We can all watch this happening because there's nothing else going on the map. He will be bringing back his Devastators, but it's not gonna make much of a difference. And he will probably GG at any time. Maybe enjoy the rape. Now an airstrike gonna take out that starport right when it was unloading the cargo. Not a bad airstrike. We're all waiting on Mapappa to die here. Can enjoy the building explosions and everything. So we can have a look at the position. Oh, he has an expansion here, so yeah, he finally quit. So it was a good game. Thank you guys for watching, and see y'all later.